The internet is on fire right now after a shocking live stream from Yandy Smith. He went off in one of the most explosive outbursts in love and hip-hop history. During an emotional, unfiltered Instagram live, Yandy screamed into the camera, accusing Erica of sleeping with her man Mendeecees behind her back. But the wildest part, Mendeecees was right there in the room when she said it, and walked out mid-live. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. The comment section went nuclear, people begging Yandy to calm down while others demanded she show the receipts. In the middle of the chaos, Mendeecees can be heard muttering, "I'm not doing this online, Kai," before slamming the door and leaving her alone, still crying, shaking and yelling that the truth always comes out. Within minutes, the clip spread everywhere: Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. #YandaLive and #Mendeecees cheating trended worldwide. Screenshots, theories, and fan breakdowns flooded social media as people tried to figure out what happened between the three of them. And now, insiders are revealing that this wasn't just an impulsive rant, this was the climax of a long, ugly love triangle that's been festering behind the scenes for months. Because according to new leaks, Yandy might not be crazy. She might be right before that unforgettable live stream where Yandy Smith screamed through tears and rage, "Erica slept with my man." The tension had already been boiling behind the scenes for weeks. To most love and hip-hop fans, Yandy and Mendeecees had always been the couple that survived it all. Prison time, rumors, baby mama drama, and the chaotic world of reality television. But what no one realized was that the cracks had been forming long before the cameras ever caught them. It started subtly. Yandy began appearing in fewer public outings with Mendeecees. No affectionate posts, no anniversary shoutouts, no family selfies. Fans noticed immediately. Something's off. One follower commented under an old photo. Yandy tried to play it cool, brushing it off during interviews and insisting that everything's fine. But those who knew her best, including castmates, said she'd been distant for months. Meanwhile, Erica had quietly made her way back into the love and hip-hop Atlanta circle. After a stretch of off-screen drama and her own share of controversies, Erica was in rebranding mode. She was smiling more, doing podcast interviews, showing up at charity events, and yes, posting pictures with Mendeecees and other cast members, captioning them with harmless emojis like but as it turned out, those weren't just friendly emojis. The rumors started backstage during the taping of a Love and Hip Hop reunion special. Multiple sources claimed that Yandy overheard a conversation between production staffers hinting that something had gone down between Ka and Mendeecees after an after-party. According to one insider, Yandy acted cool at first, but you could see it in her eyes. She was boiling. Weeks later, the whispers turned into full-on gossip when a blurry photo surfaced online, allegedly showing Mendeecees and Erica at a private dinner in Buckhead. No cameras, no entourage, just the two of them. The post was up for less than 30 minutes before it disappeared, but the internet had already screenshotted it. The caption read, "Ain't no business meeting this late." From that moment, everything spiraled. Fans began digging. Old clips of Mendeecees complimenting Erica on the show resurfaced. People analyzed their body language, the subtle eye contact during scenes, the occasional lingering hug. A viral TikTok compilation titled "Erica and Mendeecees." The clues were always there. Racked up over 2 million views in a day, and through it all, Yandy stayed quiet publicly, at least privately though. Insiders said she was unraveling. Friends claimed Yandy had been confronting Mendeecees behind closed doors for weeks, demanding the truth. According to one source close to the couple, she knew something was off. Mendeecees kept saying, "You're overthinking," but Yandy's intuition doesn't lie. Still, Mendeecees insisted there was nothing between him and Erica. "She's like family," he allegedly told her. But fans knew on Love and Hip Hop, family has always been code for something deeper. Then came the leaked DMs. A gossip page dropped. Screenshots allegedly showing flirty exchanges between a verified account linked to Erica and a contact saved as M. The messages weren't explicit, but the tone was unmistakable. One read, "You were acting shy last night." Another said, "Don't play like that. You know how you make me feel?" The receipts spread like wildfire. Erica denied it immediately, calling the screenshots fake and blaming bitter haters for fabricating drama. But by then, it was too late. The public had already decided something was going on. What made it worse was how eerily quiet Mendeecees stayed. He didn't defend himself, didn't deny anything, didn't post. That silence became the loudest evidence of all. By the time Yandy hit go live on Instagram, she wasn't just reacting to gossip. She was reacting to humiliation. According to someone who was with her earlier that day, Yandy had just been sent a new piece of proof, a voice recording that allegedly captured Erica bragging about getting close to M. A clip, though unverified, was apparently enough to push Yandy past her breaking point. She set up her phone, hit record, and went off. What fans saw in that live stream wasn't the polished, composed Yandy they were used to. It was raw emotion, a woman who'd had enough of the lies, the rumors, the fake apologies. Her voice trembled as she shouted, "Everybody want to call me crazy, but I got the truth right here. She slept with my man. Y'all know who I'm talking about?" Comments flooded in instantly. "Wait, Erica, show the receipts. Where's Mendeecees?" And then, like a scene out of a reality TV nightmare, Mendeecees appeared behind her, calm, collected, but visibly uncomfortable. He said, "Yandi, not online." And when she didn't stop, he sighed, shook his head, and walked right out of the frame. The sound of the door slamming echoed through the live like a final exclamation point. The silence that followed was chilling. Yandi wiped her face, stared at the screen, and whispered, "That's how you know it's true." That's when the internet exploded. Within an hour, clips from the live were circulating across Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Gossip blogs uploaded reaction videos. Fans went live themselves, breaking down every second of Yandy's meltdown, analyzing body language, background noises, and even reflections in mirrors for clues. #YandyLive, hashtag Erica and Mendeecees, and hashtag Messy Monday trended for 2 days straight, and just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse, rumors began surfacing that Erica had already gone live herself and that her version of the story was about to flip everything upside down. Because if Yandy's live was raw emotion, Erica's response was pure calculation, and it was about to expose something that no one, not even Yandy, was ready for. When Yandy Smith's live stream ended that night, the internet thought it had witnessed the final blow in her marriage, but the truth was, that was only the beginning. The real explosion came less than 12 hours later when Erica Mena, the woman Yandy had just accused of sleeping with Mendeecees, decided to break her silence. But Erica didn't post a tweet. She didn't issue a statement. She went live to calm, composed, and wearing the same smug smile that made her one of Love and Hip Hop's most unpredictable stars. The second she appeared on screen, over 200,000 people joined her live stream. Fans flooded the chat. "Did you? Is it true? Where's the proof?" Erica tilted her head, let out a little laugh, and said, "Y'all really think I need somebody else's man? Please." That one sentence sent fans into chaos. She wasn't denying it outright, she was playing with it. She went on to say, "I've been quiet for too long. People love to scream about being the victim when they're the one who started it. Yandi needs a storyline. That's what this is about." The comments went wild. Thousands of fire emojis, question marks, and fans demanding receipts. But what she said next made jaws drop. Since you want to talk about lies and betrayal, maybe she should tell y'all who's really been in Mendeecees' demise these last few months. 'Cause it's not me. The shade was sharp, deliberate. Erica reached off-screen, pulled out her phone, and scrolled through what appeared to be screenshots. The camera caught just enough for fans to see a familiar name. Why? Smith at the top of a message thread, followed by what looked like flirty texts. And heart emojis. The internet imploded. Was Erica actually claiming that Yandi had been the one messaging Mendeecees under his own wife's contact name? Was she implying that Yandi had staged this entire situation to make herself look like the victim? Before anyone could piece it together, Erica dropped another bomb. She said, "Let's be real. Mendeecees been creeping, but not with me. Y'all think I'd mess up my bag for somebody else's husband? Nah. But since she's so loud about truth, maybe she should ask her own man about the night in Miami." The comments section exploded. "What happened in Miami?" trended across Twitter within minutes. Bloggers immediately started digging for context. Within an hour, Tea with Tasha K posted a breaking update claiming that Mendeecees had attended a private influencer event in Miami 3 weeks earlier without Yandy, according to witnesses. He had been seen getting close to a mystery woman who was definitely not Yandi. That woman, sources claimed, was later identified as a model who had previously worked with Erica on a fashion campaign. The dots began connecting fast. It wasn't just about jealousy anymore. It was about betrayal from every angle. If Erica was telling the truth, Mendeecees might have cheated, but not with her. And if Yandi had gone live before confirming the details, she might have just accused the wrong person on a global stage. But the drama didn't stop there. A few hours after Erica's live, a new video began circulating on Twitter, this time filmed by a bystander. It showed Mendeecees storming out of a restaurant in Atlanta, visibly furious. While someone off camera shouted, "You really embarrassed her like that on live?" he turned, snapped, "I ain't explaining myself to no cameras," and got into his car. That clip alone sent the situation nuclear. Fans now had 3 overlapping storylines. Yandy's meltdown accusing Erica of sleeping with her. Erica's clapback suggesting Yandi was lying and hinting at another woman, Mendeecees. Real-time anger as the fallout destroyed his public image. The entire Love and Hip Hop fandom was split into warring factions. Team Yandi trended under #ProtectTheWife, while Team Erica fired back with #receipts over RANTS. And then, the first twist hit. Late that night, a well-known gossip page posted screenshots from what they called leaked production notes from an upcoming Notes. And when an upcoming Notes Up episode. In them, producers allegedly discussed a storyline involving Yandy's suspicions, Erica's connection to M, and a potential confrontation scene. The kicker: the notes were dated 3 weeks before Yandy's viral livestream. The internet gasped. Was it possible that this entire saga, the accusations, the tears, the walkout, had been scripted all along? Fans refused to believe it at first. Yandy's pain on that livestream had looked too raw, too real. But then someone found something else, a clip from an interview Yandy did earlier that month, where she hinted, "This season, you're gonna see who's really loyal." Was that foreshadowing? The theory spread like wildfire. Maybe the show's producers had planted the seed of tension, pushed the drama, and let it spill into real life. But just when that narrative started to take hold, a private message surfaced on Reddit, supposedly from one of Yandy's close friends. That flipped the story again. The message read, "Candy didn't plan that live. She found something right before. She was shaking. It wasn't fake." That single post reignited the emotional firestorm. Fans were back to believing that the pain was genuine and that something had truly gone down between Mendeecees and Erica. Then, in a shocking development, a voice memo leaked. The clip, only 30 seconds long, allegedly featured a woman who sounded like Erica saying, "I didn't plan for it to happen. He was the one texting me first. But it didn't go far, I swear." The voice was muffled but distinct. And while Erica's reps called it "I generated," fans weren't convinced. The internet's top gossip detective accounts claimed the timestamps matched Erica's Miami trip, the same one she mentioned during her live. That's when everything changed. Yandi, who had been silent since her breakdown, posted a simple black screen on her Instagram story with one chilling sentence: "I told y'all I wasn't crazy." That was all it took. Comments exploded. People begged her to go live again, to spill everything, to drop the proof. Some accused her of milking the drama for sympathy, while others praised her for standing her ground. Even Love and Hip Hop's producers reportedly reached out, asking her to hold off on revealing too much because whatever she had, they wanted it on camera. Meanwhile, Erica doubled down. She went live again, this time with a bottle of champagne in hand and a smirk on her face. She said if she got proof, tell her to show it. But I promise y'all, if my name keeps coming out her mouth, she won't like what I drop next. Boom. The gauntlet had been thrown. Fans began speculating that Erica might have her own receipts, screenshots, messages, maybe even videos. TikTok sleuths posted theories that she and Mendeecees had been communicating for months via a private burner account. As the night went on, a few of Yandy's celebrity friends, including Kimbella and Sierra Gates, jumped online to defend her, claiming they'd seen too much to stay silent. But none of them revealed specifics. The energy was tense, heavy, and fueled by the promise that the next reveal would end someone's career. The love triangle had turned into a war zone. Yandy's pride was wounded. Erica's reputation was on the line. And Mendeecees, once the family man the audience rooted for, was now being dragged as the villain in both women's stories. And yet, even through all the chaos, one thing became clear. Somebody was lying, and whoever that liar was about to be exposed. Because according to new leaks, the footage from that night wasn't over, apparently. Someone had recorded what happened after Mendeecees walked out of the live. And that next clip, it was about to destroy everything, just when fans thought the drama between Yandi, Erica, and Mendeecees couldn't possibly get worse. The internet was hit with the most jaw-dropping leak of the year, the after-live footage. It dropped out of nowhere at 3 a.m. on a random Thursday, posted by a burner TikTok account named @RealityLeaksUncut. The caption was simple, almost taunting. "You saw the live. Now see what happened after." The video was only 45 seconds long, shaky, filmed through a cracked phone screen, but what it captured sent fans spiraling. The clip appeared to pick up right after Mendeecees stormed out of Yandy's Instagram Live. Yandi was still visibly distraught, pacing back and forth, her phone still recording in selfie mode. The door in the background was closed, but faint voices could be heard just outside the frame. Then someone off camera, clearly Erica, shouted, "You want to go live? Let's go live, sis." That was the moment the internet broke. Viewers could hear the confrontation move closer. And before the clip cut off, a figure stepped halfway into frame, blonde hair, oversized sunglasses, holding her own phone. Erica's voice was unmistakable. The two women were seconds away from a physical altercation. The video ended abruptly. But the internet didn't. Hashtags, #YandyVs, Erica, #afterlive footage, and #who leaked it trended for 12 straight hours. Blogs began running headlines like "The full fight caught on camera" and "Love and Hip Hop goes real life crazy." Every fan, gossip page, and celebrity commentary account wanted to know who recorded it. At first, everyone assumed it was a member of Yandy's team. But that theory fell apart when the audio from the clip was enhanced and people heard Erica yell, "Stop recording me on her phone." Wait, her phone? If Erica was screaming that line, then that meant whoever recorded the footage wasn't with Yandi. They were closer to Erica then, in a twist that made the entire story even messier. Another piece of evidence dropped, a voice note, allegedly sent from Erica to a close friend, leaked through a gossip page called It's On-Site Unfiltered. In the audio, a woman sounding exactly like Erica said she want to act like a victim. Cool. But tell her I ain't the one who was creeping with him in Miami. I just covered for her. That's why she mad I could end her. That one clip flipped the internet upside down. Was Erica actually claiming that she covered for Yandi? Did that mean Mendeecees really did cheat, but not with Erica? Fans were baffled. If Erica was telling the truth, then Yandi had dragged the wrong woman and turned the wrong enemy into a weapon. But that wasn't even the biggest. Bombshell a few hours later. The Shade Room posted what they called exclusive footage from a verified insider. It was a screen recording of a private group chat between Love and Hip Hop producers Yandi and two crew members. In it, one producer said, "We can't air that last part. It's a reel. Lawyers already warned us." The message thread continued with another producer replying, "Keep the footage in the vault. If it leaks, we're all finished." And the wildest part? One of the participants in the chat, labeled simply as E, responded, "Too late." Fans immediately went into detective mode. Was E Erica? Or was it someone else inside production? Because if it was Erica, that would mean she'd been sitting on the footage the whole time, deliberately leaking it to humiliate Yandy, while playing innocent online by that point. The drama wasn't just a trending topic. It was a war zone. Celebrities, ex-cast members, and industry insiders all started taking sides. Kimbella went live, visibly emotional, saying, "Y'all don't even know the half of what that girl's been through. She's protecting her peace right now." Meanwhile, Carly Red jumped into the chaos, commenting under one of Erica's posts, "You ain't innocent either. Don't throw rocks when you live in glass houses." And then, like clockwork, Erica responded in true reality TV fashion, "Oh, I throw boulders, baby. Try me." The internet went wild. Fans were tagging producers, begging for the unaired scene. The Love and Hip Hop official account tried to do damage control by releasing a vague statement about privacy, safety, and mutual respect between cast members. But that only made things worse, because hours later, another leak hit. This time, a private text conversation allegedly between Mendeecees and a mystery number. The messages read like a confession. "Mendeecees, I didn't mean for it to go this far. Unknown, you promised you'd tell her before the reunion. Mendeecees, I will. But if she finds out you told me first, she's gonna lose it. Me first, she's gonna lose it." The date on the texts. The night before Yandy's viral live, the anonymous number was blurred out. But fans had theories, and one name dominated the conversation. Erica, if those messages were real. They implied that Erica had been in contact with Mendeecees privately, at least long enough to warn him she was going to come clean. That would explain Yandy's explosion. Maybe she didn't just hear rumors. Maybe she saw the messages herself. But what happened next made the entire situation feel almost scripted, too perfect to be coincidence. That evening, a new Instagram account appeared under the handle @VaultedRealityFootage. It had no profile picture, no bio, just one post, a 10-second teaser video with the caption, "Full audio, Saturday 9 p.m. EST. #TheTruth. Uncut." The clip featured the faint sound of Yandi crying and Mendeecees saying, "You weren't supposed to see that." The video spread like wildfire. Fans flooded the comments, tagging Yandi and Erica nonstop. Theories exploded again. Some said the account belonged to a fired producer. Others believed Erica herself was running it. But the most chilling theory came from a verified user who claimed to be a former production intern. The footage y'all saw isn't even the worst part. There's a second clip with a voice y'all haven't heard yet. A third person. Wait, a third person? That one comment changed everything. For weeks, everyone thought this scandal was a triangle: Yandi, Mendeecees, and Erica. But now the internet was convinced there was another player involved, someone who hadn't been named. Who might have been the real reason for the meltdown? Within hours, multiple fan pages started claiming that the third person was someone from inside the Love and Hip Hop crew, possibly a producer who had grown close to Mendeecees during filming. Screenshots of behind-the-scenes moments were reposted everywhere, with fans circling blurred-out figures and zooming into background reflections. By Friday morning, #The third person was trending. The speculation reached a fever pitch when Love and Hip Hop's official Instagram account suddenly went private, something it had never done before. And just when people thought it couldn't get wilder, Yandi posted a cryptic story of her own. A black screen with white text that read, "Saturday, 9 p.m., I'm done protecting people." Within seconds, fans realized she was referencing the exact same time as the mysterious @Vaulted Reality Footage post. Coincidence? No one believed that, which meant one of two things was about to happen. Either Yandi was about to expose everyone who wronged her, or someone else was about to drop the footage that would destroy her credibility forever, because whatever was coming at 9 p.m., it wasn't just a leak, it was a reckoning. And this time, no one was walking away clean. When the clock struck 9 p.m., the entire internet held its breath. For days, everyone had been waiting for the truth, uncut drop promised by both Yandi and the Mendeecees. At Vaulted Reality Footage account, live countdowns ran on YouTube, fan pages were streaming in anticipation, and even gossip blogs hosted live discussions. But when the video failed to appear, confusion turned to panic, and panic turned into chaos. Twitter erupted first. Fans began tagging Yandi, demanding answers. Others accused the producers of covering it up and protecting Mendeecees. Then, just as the outrage started to boil, a single clip appeared, not on Yandi's page, but on Erica's. It was a 30-second story captioned, "Since y'all waiting for truth, here's your appetizer." The clip showed Mendeecees pacing outside what appeared to be a production trailer. He looked exhausted, whispering into his phone, "I can't do this no more. She's not supposed to know. They promised this wouldn't come out." He never said who she was, but that one line, "They promised this wouldn't come out," sent shockwaves through the fandom. People started flooding comment sections. Who's they? What was supposed to stay secret? Did the producers hide something? The internet went into forensic mode. Fans slowed the footage down, zoomed in, analyzed every sound. Within minutes, eagle-eyed followers noticed something chilling in the reflection of a car window behind Mendeecees. You could faintly see a woman's silhouette holding a phone. And it wasn't Yandi. Within the hour, #WhoIsShay began trending. Every gossip outlet from the Shade Room to Hollywood Unlocked scrambled to break the story. Jason Lee posted, "If this reflection is who people think it is, LHHATL is done. This isn't storyline drama anymore. This is real betrayal." The speculation was wild. Some fans insisted it was Erica. Others claimed it was a crew member. A few even suggested it was someone new, a secret girlfriend. Mendeecees had allegedly been seeing on the low for months, while social media tore itself apart with theories. The entertainment industry reacted fast. Love and Hip Hop's executive producers issued a vague statement calling the situation deeply unfortunate and promising internal review of leaked materials. But their attempt at damage control only fanned the flames, because by then, the celebrities had entered the chat. Cardi B tweeted, "They messy for this? Ain't no show worth destroying families." K. Michelle jumped in, "I told y'all years ago that LHH be playing with people's lives off camera. Now look." And even Nicki Minaj liked a post shading the show with a caption reading, "Reality TV or psychological warfare." Within hours, social media had split into two warring camps. Team Yandi argued that she'd been gaslit, disrespected, and publicly humiliated by both her husband and the show's producers. They flooded her old posts with support, commenting things like, "You deserve peace," and "Protect Yandi at all costs." Team Erica, on the other hand, called her out for hypocrisy. They pointed to old episodes where Yandi had inserted herself into other people's drama. One viral tweet read, "Yandi been in everybody's business for 10 seasons. Now that the spotlight's on her, it's suddenly too real." The discourse got so heated that even Bet and VH1 had to lock their comment sections. Meanwhile, the music industry started whispering that this entire ordeal might be the final straw for Love and Hip Hop's legacy. A Rolling Stone op titled "The Reality TV Implosion," when the storyline gets too real, questioned whether shows like LHH had finally crossed a line, blurring fiction and reality, till real lives were falling apart. But just when the public seemed ready to move on, a shocking development reignited everything. Yandi went live again. The stream opened with her sitting in dim lighting. Her voice steady but cold. She looked directly into the camera and said, "Since y'all want to play with my life for ratings, let's really talk about who's been lying." She reached for her phone, pulled up a folder labeled Proof, and clicked on a file. The screen flashed to a recorded FaceTime call. Mendeecees shirtless, late at night, talking to someone off camera. His voice was faint but clear. "You know, it was never supposed to go this far. I can't keep lying to her." The comments section exploded. Fans screamed for her to stop, others spammed fire emojis, and thousands of people begged her to show the rest. But before she could, the live froze connection lost. When she came back, the file had mysteriously disappeared. Within 10 minutes, her Instagram page went dark. Erica wasted no time. She posted a black screen with a single caption: "When you play victim long enough, you start to believe your own lies." That post alone got 800,000 likes in 2 hours across the industry. Everyone from bloggers to reality TV stars weighed in. Lyrica Anderson called it the downfall of fake sisterhood. Funky Geneva went live with a 2-hour rant, saying, "This is why producers gotta stop manipulating these folks for drama. Somebody's about to lose everything behind this." Meanwhile, an alleged insider sent DM screenshots to multiple outlets claiming Yandi was preparing legal action not just against Erica, but against the show itself. The message read, "She's got receipts they never wanted out. If she releases everything, VH1's done." And in a twist no one saw coming, Love and Hip Hop's official Instagram quietly archived all recent posts featuring Yandi and Mendeecees. No explanation. No statement. Just Gone. Fans took that as confirmation that something far deeper was unfolding behind the scenes, something the public wasn't supposed to see. By the weekend, major media outlets were running think pieces titled "Reality versus Reality." The Yandi and Erica fallout exposes the industry's dark side. Twitter threads dissected every move, every deleted post, and every potential NDA. TikTok creators claimed to have insider leaks, proving that Mendeecees had been negotiating a new deal to appear on a spin-off, one that didn't include Yandi. The chaos was total. The fandom was divided. And through it all, the one person who still hadn't spoken, the man at the center of it all, was Mendeecees himself. But that silence wouldn't last long, because just when the storm started to quiet, he finally broke it, and his confession wasn't just unexpected, it was devastating. When Mendeecees finally broke his silence, nobody expected what came next. After days of rumors, accusations, and leaks spiraling completely out of control, he went live on Instagram not to defend himself, not to attack Yandi or Erica, but to tell his version of events. Over 500,000 people tuned in instantly, waiting for an explosion. But instead of fire, what they got was ice, a calm, heavy truth that froze the entire internet. Mendeecees sat in his living room, hoodie up, face shadowed by the dim light. He didn't look angry. He looked tired. His first words were quiet, but cut like a knife. "Y'all think you know, but you really don't." He sighed, rubbed his face, and said, "Everybody's talking about that night. Those texts, that footage. But nobody's talking about what came before all that. Nobody's talking about who set it up." The comments flew in like bullets. "You lying? Say her name. Drop receipts." But Mendeecees kept his composure. He leaned forward, eyes locked on the camera, and said, "Yandi wasn't wrong to feel hurt, but she don't even realize who played her. This whole situation, me, her, Erica, it's all been manipulated from the start." The chat went ballistic. Who could possibly have set it up? Fans immediately assumed he meant production. But then he said something that sent shivers down everyone's spine. "You ever think maybe it wasn't about TV? Maybe it was about control?" He paused, looking off-screen, then continued, "I ain't gonna name names, but someone we all trusted had something to gain by turning us against each other. They leaked things that were half true, half lies, just enough to break us. And guess what? It worked." That was the moment Yandi commented in the live, her verified handle flashing across the screen with a simple message. "Say it with your chest. The entire feed exploded. Viewers started screen recording, reposting, narrating in real time. Mendeecees looked down at her comment, let out a small, broken laugh, and said, "You want the truth, Yandi. You already know who did it. The same person who told you about Miami. The same one who told me you were planning to leave." The chat froze. Then, seconds later, Erika joined the live. Her profile appeared next to his split screen, and the moment her face popped up, the tension was suffocating. She didn't smile. She didn't blink. She just whispered, "You really gonna do this now?" Mendeecees replied, "They already did it for us." Then he dropped the bomb. "It wasn't you, Erika. It wasn't Yandy either. It was someone behind production, someone both of y'all trusted that leaked our convos to blogs. They've been feeding both sides to make it blow up for ratings. The same person's been blackmailing crew members, cutting footage, and selling fake receipts to gossip sites." The internet erupted. Commentators lost their minds. Fans screamed that he was lying. Others swore he was exposing something massive. Erika covered her face, shaking her head. While Mendeecees continued, his voice trembling for the first time. "They tried to ruin all of us, and we helped M do it." Before he could say another word, the live stream cut out. The screen froze mid-sentence. Thousands of users flooded Twitter, claiming their streams glitched at the exact same moment all across platforms. Minutes later, every clip of the live started disappearing. Accounts that had reposted it reported copyright strikes. Blogs claimed they'd received legal takedown notices. Even YouTube commentary channels suddenly found their uploads restricted due to legal complaints. It was like someone had flipped a switch and erased the evidence in real time. But one short clip survived. A fan account managed to capture the final 6 seconds before the stream ended. And in that brief moment, you can hear Mendeecees mutter, "They told me the footage drops next week, but it's not the one we filmed." Then the feed went black. That one sentence shattered the internet. Not the one we filmed. What footage was he talking about? What did he mean by, "they told me"? Fans began theorizing that a second manipulated edit, possibly AI altered or recut by production, was about to be released to control the narrative. Within hours, the Love and Hip Hop official accounts went completely silent. No posts, no stories. No teasers for upcoming episodes, just nothing. Then, just before midnight, a cryptic tweet appeared from an unverified account named @TheRealCutFootage. "You've seen the drama. You've heard the lies. Now watch what they didn't want aired." 11/11's The Unseen Episode. This was accompanied by a 10-second teaser. Yandy's voice screaming, "You promised me it was over." Followed by a cut to black dot. Fans immediately began counting down. Was this a real leak? A fan edit? A blackmail drop from someone inside VH1? No one knew. But one thing was certain, it wasn't over. Not even close. Because if Mendeecees was telling the truth, then the next leak wouldn't just ruin reputations, it would destroy everything. And somewhere, deep in the shadows of that chaotic world of cameras and contracts, someone was smiling because the game they started was working exactly as planned. The truth was no longer just hidden. It was WEAPONIZED. So now the question is, who's really pulling the strings? Was this entire feud between Yandi Mendeecees and Erika just another case of reality TV chaos gone too far? Or was there something bigger happening behind the scenes? Do you believe Mendeecees' claim that a producer set the whole thing up, leaking private messages just to boost ratings? Or do you think he's lying to save face, trying to turn his own betrayal into a conspiracy? Drop your theories in the comments below. Don't hold back. Who do you think was behind the manipulation? Erika, someone from production? Or could it be that Yandi knew more than she ever let on? Hit like if you think the network is covering up the truth. Hit subscribe if you want to see what happens when the unseen episode drops, because trust me, this next leak is going to change everything. The streets are saying that this isn't the end of the saga, that what's coming next involves more cast members, legal threats, and a bombshell confession that could end someone's career for good. And remember, in the world of love and hip-hop, the cameras might stop rolling, but the drama never really ends. Someone's still recording, someone's still leaking, and someone's definitely still lying. So keep your notifications on, because when the unseen episode hits, we'll be right here breaking down every second of it, every scream, every secret, and every shocking truth they tried to bury. Because in this story, no one is innocent. And the truth, it's only just starting to surface.